A big win gives way to a short week and a showdown against a division rival. Hello 12s, I'm Jen Mueller with a preview of the Seahawks matchup against the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a slugfest. Both teams that love to run the football, teams that play hard, fly around and want to hit you. So you know it's going to be like that for 60 minutes, and it's always a super competitive game. So I enjoy these ones. You know, playing against them, a lot of respect for the organization and what they do.
What the 49ers did last year was finish top 5 in total defense, allowing 310 yards a game. Offensively, they were among league leaders in rushing yards a game at 127, which falls in line with their philosophy and scheme.
Their commitment to it and what Kyle does with the running game and what they had done over the years, it has really been impressive because they've always been able to run the football well. And that commitment, how much I love to see that. That's part of their makeup. The big variety of runs, bunch of style to them.
Elijah Mitchell was a key contributor in 2021, racking up over 900 yards on the ground. But he sprained his MCL last week and is expected to miss 2 months. Trey Lance led the team in rushing against Chicago in the 49ers' Week 1 loss.
We've seen him quite a bit now. We played against him in all of that. He's a very versatile athlete. They know what they got. He ran the ball 13 times in the game, so they're using him. It's a major concern. He's really effective getting the ball down the field. He's had some big plays all throughout his time playing. Hit a couple big ones in this last week. We understand this guy and respect him at this point, and we know that he's very dangerous and makes a lot of guys effective in the game because he's such a threat. So we have to deal with that.
Running quarterback and with all the read option and things of that nature. So old school option football, it forces you to be really, really disciplined. But the one thing about San Francisco is they're a physical football team. So not only do you have to match the schematic part of it and be responsible for your job in the run game, but also you got to match the physicality.
Especially with their front seven. The Seahawks will be tested running into the teeth of a defensive line that helped the Niners finish in the top 10 for fewest rushing yards a game in 2021. And the 2004 total yards allowed last week were the fewest of any team in Week 1.
They have a great front seven. They have a great defense overall. And another test for us as an offense is going to test our offensive line, going to test our running backs and protections. And so, really for us, it's, doing what we do best, controlling what we control and playing our game, but also being mindful that they do have a lot of great guys on that side.
It's also about taking what the defense gives them and being more consistent throughout 4 quarters. Gino Smith completed 17 of 18 for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half of the win Monday against Denver. But things cooled in the second half. It was a good starting point for the offense and the Hawks' 2 rookie tackles, who face an even more formidable matchup this week.
Overall, I just think it was the lack of possessions and then some things that we could have executed a lot better. I could have stepped up in the pocket and really protected our tackle, Charles Cross. But, both of those guys did a great job in the game. And, I think if I step up a little bit more in the pocket there, may not take that sack and may not get hit.
We have every indication that they're going to be able to handle it, and they're both physically capable. That's where it starts. If they were not quick enough, not strong enough, whatever, they're not that. They got what it takes physically. So, and both have good minds about it, and they're really concerned, and they're quick to be accountable. I should have done this. I should have done that. I got to get better. And it's a very, very good lead into how this thing's going to go.
Kickoff is set for 1:05 in Santa Clara. You can catch that game on Fox 13 and the Seahawks Radio Network.